Well, I'm here with a man that certainly is familiar with this Hampton Classic, Dennis Susskind, also vice chairman of Bridgehampton National Bank. I want to say welcome. What a day. You did something right.
Well, last year someone else was in charge of weather, Scott, and this year I took it over myself, so I'm taking full responsibility.
Well done. Well done. Once again, you impressed me, my friend.
Right, and, you know, great things happen with great things, and this is a great day. It's going to be a great week, and having Bridgehampton National Bank back here for umpteenth year is really special to us also.
Well, it's special, but I think also, again, this is everybody's home show. I mean, along with this being the home show of yours and certainly of so many of our families that have been involved with this horse show, to have the Bridgehampton National Bank here, it means something. Talk about that.
Well, the Bridgehampton National Bank is a growing community bank. It's been in business 102 years now. And it started out by a few farmers 102 years ago. Now we have 17, 18 branches. We go down the island, but we maintain that overriding thing that we are a community bank, and there are other community banks, and we encourage them also, but we think we're special, and I think they're special, and I'm very proud to be on the board of the Bridgehampton National Bank, and as you know, on the board of the Hampton Classic. So today I wear two hats.
You wear two hats, but I always remember our dear friend Tony Hitchcock making the runs to the bank. He said, I'll be right back, I'm going to the bank, and we always knew where he was going. And, you know, again, we're blessed with great weather, great horses, great show this week, but talk about a little bit more of what goes behind the scenes. You know it firsthand better than anybody.
Well, as you know, we're building a city here. I mean, at the end, when this show is over, virtually everything comes down. Every tent comes down, every facility comes down, and we have a staff full year that just takes care of the grounds, making sure that the turf gets safe and it grows back correctly. And then we create a city. I mean, I'll give you an example. We stall about 1,700 horses. Our tenting rents for about $1 million a year, just to give you a number, which is an interesting number. And it's everything from the tents to, horse care, and it's everything from feeding them and taking care of them and picking up their waste every day, having bathrooms for our guests and our spectators. So everything has to be done. So fortunately, we've been doing this for 37 years, and we have an operational journal. And we know what we have to do every day, starting out 90 days before the show, to get the grounds in shape.
Well, we want everybody to come out and join us this week. You can see those grandstands behind us. We want them filled on Grand Prix Sunday, but there are a lot of days between now and Grand Prix Sunday that they can come out and enjoy the show.
They can, and the great thing about the horse show is you don't have to be a horse enthusiast to have a great day. You can come out. It's cheap. It's $10 a person, $20 a carload. If you're under 6, it's free. So if you can fit 22 people in the car, it's still $20. You can come, you can walk around, you can have something to eat, you can leave whenever you want, you don't have to stay. You can watch everybody ride, from little kids to Olympians. As you know, McLean Ward's here and Breezy Madden's here, amongst the most current Olympians. And so we're very excited about that. But nevertheless, most of the people that ride here are local, in the sense that they either live here or they summer here. A lot travel from all over the country because we are a premier show, and so it's a great day. And we have, I think, 84 boutiques, so you can come do some shopping.
The best boutiques ever, I have to say. They look fantastic. Our weather's here for us, really cooperating. Most importantly, come and join us this week at the Hampton Classic Horse Show. And
Kids Days on Saturday. We have special events for children. We have music. We have a lot of events for children. I'm not going to list them all.
And the zoo, the petting
zoo, and music and games and all sorts of stuff. So come on Saturday for Kids Day. It's a great day.
Well, and there's something for everybody here at the Hampton Classic. So do come out and join us, and you'll see Mr. Susskind walking these grounds.
On the way over, stop at the Bridgehampton National Bank and open an account.
There you go. I love that. With that, join us here at the Hampton Classic. I'm here with some good friends and certainly some people who are familiar to Bridgehampton National Bank. Here with representing Cito, Captain Joe and Georgia. Welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Talk about what Cito is and why it's important to bring it up with Bridgehampton National Bank.
Well, Cito is a road service at sea. We started back in 1983 when the government decided to privatize the non-emergency sector of non-emergency towing. And we needed a loan. We secured a loan. We started deposits in Bridgehampton. And since that day, we've gone from very, very little to a very good international company that deposits over $35 million a year.
Oh, interesting. Talk about how when you see an event like this and what Bridgehampton National Bank has been to your company, what's it like to be able to bring your friends and family to the Hampton Classic?
Oh, we are honored. This is quite a special event. We've come many years in a row, and we've made a lot of good friends. We've had CETO members come up and talk to us already here. They love to come introduce ourselves. Joe and I are easily accessible, and thus the bank is too. And the bank personnel have been coming up and introducing themselves to the people that we brought. It's like a family atmosphere.
Oh, that's really special because, again, what we like to pride ourselves on at the Hampton Classic is a way that we can bring people in every year and look forward to having the equestrian, basically the competition as a backdrop for some fun entertainment. So we're glad to be able to stop by and hear your story, a little bit about what the importance of having Bridgehampton is as far as Bridgehampton National Bank and your company.
Bridgehampton is very important to us because we've spent so many years with them, even did beta testing on their direct deposits and scanning our checks. And with as much as we have to scan to enter daily for 200,000 members, that's a lot of checks. So they get scanned, put into our computer system, and after the beta testing, we came out with a full program, which is now in effect and working phenomenally. And it saves a lot of time and a lot of labor. So it is very, very efficient. We get immediate deposits direct in. And Bridgehampton is a local bank. They're friends and family, and that's the whole thing.
Oh, that's very important to hear you say that, and that's something that we pride ourselves at, certainly here at the Hampton Classic. So come out and join us here. We have several days of competition, and people like yourselves who come out every year, we appreciate your support, and certainly with the Bridgehampton National Bank.
Bridgehampton National Bank is such a great bank that it deals with all the shops and businesses and business owners who are part of the Hamptons community. An important part of that is Rose Jewelers, and this is Jan Rose. Jan, I know you love the Hampton Classic, and you're also part of Bridgehampton National Bank.
We are, and they've been great to work with. We had been with Hampton State, and we landed in Bridgehampton's lap, and they've been great for us. They've been really good.
Being a business owner here in the Hamptons, that requires some special talent, doesn't it?
I don't know anymore. You just kind of have to wing it. I've given up trying to figure it out.
Well, I know you have a clientele. You could, on any given day, if you go to Jan Rose Jewelers in Southampton, you might see some famous VIP and others from the community.
We do. We're very, very blessed. We have a great community base of clients, and they get us through the tough times. So we're very, very, very lucky in that way.
And you're at the helm of this this company.
Yes, I am. All by my lonesome.
Well,
but it's fine. It's good. And we're still going strong. We're still in Patchogue. We've been there almost 68 years. And Patchogue is really revitalizing. And the Hamptons, about 47 years. So it's all good. You know?
We admire what you do, your activities with the Parish Art Museum, the different charities that you're involved with, and this is what it's all about. This is a lady who owns a great store, Rose Jewelers, but also what you do for the community, and we're so proud of your being here.
Thank you. It's all about giving back, you know. I really believe what goes around comes around, so giving back to the community that's there for me, it's important to give back to them.
We'll have a great time here at the Hampton Classic.
So
I know you love
good to
those.
see you.
You love those horses too.
Yes, we do.
Great
Yes.
seeing you
Good
too.
to see.
And another one of our friends joining us here at the Bridgehampton National Bank afternoon, Tom Rysick.
That's right. Good afternoon. How are you?
Nice to see you. Talk to me about Dart Fuel, your company, and how you're involved with Bridgehampton National Bank.
Well, Dart Fuel's been around since 1990, and I expanded into the gasoline business. And I reached out to my bank that I was banking with for many years, and they couldn't help us out. A friend of ours recommended I go speak to Bridgehampton, and lo and behold, they've been a wonderful bank.
And how many years now?
Going on 2.
Good for you. And talk about what, I mean, I know you were invited, you had said to me earlier you were invited here last year, but your first time here at the Hampton Classic. Talk to me about what do you think about our get-together here?
I'm very impressed. It's really, really wonderful. It's so nice that the bank invited me. I'm very happy to be here.
Well, something happened with our weather this week because we've all been keeping our fingers crossed since last year.
Yeah, this is great. I had my doubts, but the other day they were talking about rain, but it turned out to be a beautiful day.
No, well, we encourage everybody to come out and join us this week at the Hampton Classic. Hopefully you'll come back as well with some friends. And again, here at the Hampton Classic, celebrating Bridgehampton National Bank and their involvement here.
I just want to welcome everybody. We ordered the weather special today. So we have a beautiful day. This is always an exciting event. It's nice to see everybody get together. Turnout very big. A lot of effort went in, and we're all just glad to be here with you and to share a wonderful day. And Dennis, can I hand this to you?
Thank you. First of all, thank you for being here. I happen to be president of the Hampton Classic, and I have the privilege of being vice chairman of the Bridgehampton National Bank. So I wear two hats today. Right now, I'll wear the Bridgehampton National Bank. But we thought you might be interested to meet McLean Ward. McLean Ward has won 6 Grand Prix at the Hampton Classic. He's won the last 3 consecutively. Only one other person has won 3 Grand Prix at the Hampton Classic, so that's very special. He also is the winner of 2 or 3 gold medals in the Olympics. Only 2. So he is clearly one of the best equestrians in the world. He is just back from London. London was, excuse me, I've lost my voice. London is not a game of perfect, but he had a great time. So I thought maybe I'd pass it on to him. He'd give you a few comments. And if there's 1 or 2 questions, he'd be happy to take them. McLean Ward.
Thanks, Dennis. Well, I'd like to say on behalf of all the athletes here, we're so excited to have you all here as spectators and the bank as support. It's probably the largest event in North America. We all look forward to coming here. And it means a lot to have a great supportive crowd and particularly local bank like this and people involved in the area, so it's great. So thank you for coming, and I hope you guys enjoy the show jumping. We got a great class at 1:30, and I hope you guys stay and watch and also come and bring your families back on the weekend. So thank you guys very much.
If he can't go anyplace, but if anybody has a question or 2, he has a few moments to answer any questions. Oh, Claudia, you have a question.
How did the London Olympics compare to Beijing?
Well, we won a gold medal in Beijing, so that was a bit better. Unfortunately, London, performance-wise, was a little bit of a disappointment. But like Dennis said, we're in a horse sport, and that can be a little unpredictable. But that's what keeps it exciting, and I think keeps you coming back. London as a venue was phenomenal. I think the city did an incredible job. And really had a great event. It was very exciting. I think there was over 400,000 spectators for the equestrian events, so it was a real success. And unfortunately, with our result, we'll keep working at it, and maybe in Rio get back to winning a gold medal. So.
Claudia always has questions.
I mean, I know there's some kids here today who are probably riders, and I'm sure they're wondering how old were you when you started riding?
I'm actually going to answer that question. When McLean was 4 years old, he was competing in something they called lead line here, where someone walks you around, you sit on the horse, and then somebody like Joe Farges will ask you questions, and all you do is sit. His mother and McLean was staying in our house, and his mother gave my wife his jacket from lead line and said, "Why don't you pass it on to your kids?" Well, 4 of our kids wore that jacket, and then a few years ago when we sold the house we were living in, we found it. My wife framed it and gave it back to McLean. So he's been riding since at least 4 years old. But he comes from a riding family. His father and mother were world-class riders, and so he comes by it naturally, and he's been on a horse since the day he was born. Is that a fair comment?
It's very true. The jacket actually hangs in our tack room, and it's actually a great fond memory for me coming out here, staying in Dennis's unbelievable house over here across the street. So I have a lot of great memories of that.
Anyway, thank you all for coming. Don't forget to deposit all your money in the Bridgehampton National Bank. And he's not as obnoxious as I am, so I'm prepared to say that. Thank you very, very much.
At this wonderful Bridgehampton National Bank event, we caught up with a great friend of ours, Dr. Ruth Appelhoff of Guildhall. Guildhall, an important part of the community. And you guys love Bridgehampton National Bank, don't you?
Oh, we do. Bridgehampton National Bank takes care of Guildhall. We couldn't do it without them. They are one of the most community-minded banks in this area. In fact, probably the most. and they do so much for Guildhall. The main thing they do for us is our children's programs. So all winter long, we serve 5,000 students from our area in exhibitions and programming, and they're there as the major lead sponsor. So thank you, Bridgehampton National Bank.
We're all in service to the community, and Guildhall does so much for the community. Could we talk about what's coming up?
Oh, of course. Well, you know, we're at the end of the season, and I have to say this was another great year for Guildhall. We're so lucky that we've had just that right amount of great talent and wonderful audiences. And it's been everything from dance to music to theater and our wonderful exhibitions. Currently up, we have in the galleries, Eric Fischel in an exhibition of paintings that he did of beach scenes. And people are flocking to this, so I would love for your community to know about that. That's open until after the film festival. And then this weekend we have coming up a program called the Painting Plays, which is something we have produced ourselves with many of the great playwrights out here and painters out here, including Eric Fischel and Joe Pintaro and so many more. That's Saturday night, and then Sunday is Linda Eder, who is a great cabaret singer, so I know people will want to see her. And then in the fall, well, we started all over again. This year we're doing an entire series of the Metropolitan Opera live simulcast at Guildhall. So I hope they'll come.
When you talk about or think about those organizations, groups that are here at the Hamptons, Guildhall, Bridgehampton National Bank, Hampton Classic, this is the ultimate. And it's so great to see you and your fine staff. You've got the best staff working with you at Guildhall.
I know. In fact, people say to me, wow, you did more this year than ever before. And I have to thank the staff because we're a very small staff. We're kind of worn out at this point, but we had the most wonderful, successful summer. And it is because of the talented staff we have at Guildhall.
What's that website for Guildhall?
Guildhall.org.
Guildhall.org. That's it. I'm joined by Assemblyman Fred Thiel. Fred, we go so far back that when VVH started, this TV station you're watching, he lifted the switch to turn us on the air when you were town supervisor of Southampton.
Could it have been that long ago? But that's correct. When I was Southampton town supervisor and Tony Bullock was the East Hampton town supervisor, we were there at the creation and flipped the switch, and the rest is history, and you guys continue to roll on, and it's good to see you here at the Hampton Classic.
It's been busy for you in Albany this year, but you guys have been doing a lot of great work up there.
The last 2 years have been such a change since Governor Cuomo has become governor. I feel like the adults are back in charge. We've had a lot of accomplishments. We've got our budget balanced. We're making the kind of things happen that need to happen if we're going to improve the economic climate in the state of New York. Working with the governor, it has been a pleasure the last 2 years. I think as we're really moving things forward in Albany.
Today we're at this event for Bridgehampton National Bank, and they're a great community bank, aren't they?
Well, it seems as if every major project that I've ever been involved in, whether it's lobbying for the Community Preservation Fund or the Southampton Youth Services, SYS, or you name it, Bridgehampton Bank has been behind it. They really do support the local community, and they've been rewarded with great success, I think, because of their community spirit.
Speaking of success, as an assemblyman representing this part of the world, you've been amazing. We really respect you. You give politicians a good name, and we're happy to know that Fred Thiel continues to be the assemblyman for the East End. You've got such a great reputation,
Well,
Fred.
I appreciate that, and if you read the papers, especially lately, especially in Albany, it still seems as if a lot of the state government is ethically challenged. But I appreciate the work that I've done here and the support that I've gotten here locally, and it isn't just one person. I do the best I can to represent this area, but when you have the kind of support you get in this community, you're able to get good things done. It's never any one person. It's really a team effort, whether it's Senator Laval or Supervisor Throne Holst, or again, community institutions like Bridgehampton National Bank. We all work together, and I think it makes a difference for the East End.
Well, continued success. We're so proud of what you're doing. For once, the Assembly and the Senate is looking good here in New York State. And looking forward, what do you see as the big challenges to be faced?
Well, I think locally here, one of the things we're really working on is restoring Southampton College to a full 4-year institution. We're working with Southampton Hospital perhaps to locate there, expanding the arts program, expanding the marine sciences program, establishing a sustainability institute there at the college. So that's what I'll be focused on here locally, is because I think the college can be a big part of sustaining the local economy here also.
There's a lot of work to do, but you're the man to do it. We're so proud of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I'm here now with Kevin O'Connor, president of the Bridgehampton National Bank. I want to welcome you to the Hampton Classic, my friend.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here. What a beautiful day.
We got very, very, very lucky. I think everybody's been keeping their fingers crossed since last year.
Oh yes, I see the chairman over there, Dennis Suskind, and I know that he was doing a lot of rain dancing. But no, it is very exciting. We have got about 200 customers here today, so this is a great day for us.
Talk about what this horse show is for you as far as a way to entertain and to bring your clients here. To just more than anything, having the horse show as a backdrop and being able to spend some time with your clients.
Well, it's a Hampton Classic event. And for our customers, the opportunity to come out here and be part of the Hampton scene this time of year to sort of cap the summer. As our organization's grown, we've grown further west. So the excitement of bringing the Hamptons to the western markets is great. To be able to spend time with our customers out here, we enjoy. It's an opportunity for our customers to talk to each other, which is always good. It is a nice way to end a beautiful summer.
It's a great way to put it. We always say that this is the social event of the season, but we love it when our sponsors can really utilize it that way.
Yes. It's great to be here. I look forward to it every year. It's something that we build up to. Our people work very hard to pull it all together, and now we can have some fun.
That's the key. We're going to have some fun here at the Hampton Classic, so do come out this week. There's plenty of show jumping involved. As Dennis Suskind was saying earlier, he said there's something for everybody every day. Here we are at the Hampton Classic. Back in a moment.